Listen everyone, all of you belong to semi-English medium. That means your science and mathematics is taught in English, okay? So today we are going to learn about science. In that we have a lesson of magnetism. Now magnetism was discovered in Magnesia in 600 to 800 BC. That time a substance was found which used to attract metals toward it, which was named as magnetite. But after the continuous use of it and application, the word turned into magnet, and the properties which it has shown are known as magnetism. Now we'll talk about magnetism. There are various kinds of magnet. You might have seen bar magnet. It looks like this. Then disc shaped magnet, needle magnet. So this kind of magnets are there. Magnet has two poles, one north pole and another is south pole. Now can anyone tell me where are the north and south pole of a disc magnet are located? Yes?
One face of this magnet is north pole and another face of this magnet.
Right. That means, good. So one side of a magnet is north pole and another is south pole. Means on the both the side the poles are located. Now this needle magnet is known as for showing the directions. It is used in magnetic compass. Mariner's compass is known as Mariner's compass was discovered by Greeks and Chinese. What these mariners used to do, they used to roam in ocean and at night time. So at night time they could not used to understand the direction, and that's why they discovered the magnetic needle. This magnetic needle was placed on a wooden block and it used to show the north and south direction. Now tell me why it was placed on a wooden block? Yes? Yes, correct. Because wood is non-magnetic substance. Now we are going to see what are magnetic substances and what are non-magnetic substances. The substances which get attracted by magnet are known as magnetic substances because of their property. Now there are three metals which get attracted toward magnet: iron, cobalt and nickel. Rest are non-magnetic substances which are rubber, glass, wood. These substances are unaffected by the magnet, and that is why they are known as non-magnetic substances. Now we will talk about properties. Every element has properties. Like that, magnet has properties too. Which are these properties? We are going to see with the help of experiment. Now this is bar magnet. Now it is freely suspended in air. Okay, now it is moving. After some time it will get steady in north and south direction only. Even if you shake it 100 times, still it will rest into north and south direction. This is the first property of a magnet. Understand? The first property of magnet is, if a freely suspended magnet always rest in north and south direction. Okay, so this is the first property of magnet. Now we will see the second property of magnet. The power, the strength of a magnet is concentrated at its poles. That means on the both the ends. when you place this magnet in iron fillings, that time you will observe that iron fillings are attracted on the poles. Why? Because the strength of a magnet is located on its poles, right? And this is a second property of magnet. What is the second property? The strength of a magnet is concentrated at its poles. Okay? Now we'll see the third property. Like poles of a magnet repel each other. That means they move away from each other, and unlike poles attract each other. Which are like poles? Means north pole will repel each other. They will not attach with each other. Now see, this magnet is moving. Now can you tell me which are these two poles? These are like or unlike? These are unlike poles, and that's why they attach. But suppose if I move this pole and I changed it, okay? Now it has changed again. See, these are unlike poles. Now I am changing this pole. Now what will happen? It will move away. See? Have you seen? It moved away. Why this happened? Because this is another property of magnet, that like poles repel each other and unlike poles attract each other. Which are now like poles? Like north pole will repel each other, south pole will repel each other, and north south pole will attract each other. Understood? Now the last property of magnet is, however, how many pieces you do of a magnet, still you cannot separate the poles of that magnet. That means suppose this is a magnet, it is north pole and south pole. If you make two pieces of this magnet, what theory will say? That this north pole will get separate and south pole will get separate. But what actually happens, when you make two pieces of this magnet, a new pole is generated over here, south. This pole remains the same and the cutted portion takes another pole. Understand? Now again, if you make two pieces of this magnet, the same thing will happen. The same position. That means the last property of magnetism is two poles of a magnet cannot be separated from each other. Understood? So we have seen that origin of a magnetism term, then what are magnetic substances, what are non-magnetic substances, then properties of magnet. Understood?